Hey, what's up? It's been a while. Look, I really shouldn't be doing this, but I sort of have to. December 2023 is now over 20 months ago. That's been a lot of time since I actually made YouTube videos. And nowadays, it feels like a ghost that is haunting me. Do I continue to do it? Commit full time, do it on the side? I haven't done it in so long that nowadays it feels like I have lost the touch for it. Not like I don't have taste. These environments and graphics that I put up are props that I'm pretty happy with. But I felt like as if I haven't fully done a direct script to voice to video in a way that represents me fully with no asterisks. I applied to jobs over the past few months, internships my first wave, and to be honest, I don't know what to expect. I worked hard to create a deep project stack. Everything stems from that. Memos, pitch decks, dashboards, and this is only the beginning with that sort of thing. But this has been my new obsession for the past 8 months, and I'm a bit ashamed to say that I felt like as if it didn't amount to enough. The output feels slow, and I know that I was hammered by all those tests that I had to do in my first semester, but one of those qualities that I love is doing a lot in different fields and let time sort things out and generate stack returns. But frankly, I haven't spread my time enough for the rewards to stack. It's still a narrow finance field that I don't know if I will ever get into in the first place. Hell, I'm unsure if this project heavy based approach is even something that works in the scene at all. There's a dead space in my catalog from 2024 to 2025. There's nothing I can say in these periods that points out, hey, I was thinking so and so at that date. The only way to fit this into my life, which is becoming increasingly crowded, is if I do it economically, which means no hesitation, penning things down and doing reviews on the spot and then go. I'm just worried that not being excessive or perfectionistic in my approach is what's causing me to not get the results that I want. But life is stochastic, it's a numbers game. Grades are determined by what your lecturer ate that day, what time they spent marking the papers, and then what sequence of papers did they mark you in. Your student ID number may be a big factor as to how your grades are set. But I guess if I want to maintain high output, that means that I have to second guess myself less and apply myself more. There's no report card in the real world. A good project is good, and there's no differentiator from that and a B plus or an A. In fact, in commercial fields, it's the exception, not the rule, that quantity beats quantity. There's heavy survivorship bias. Kanye, when making the college dropout, was in a lot of pain. I can feel it in his voice. He was constrained, of course, by Dame Dash and Jay-Z. He, of course, had his moments with Jesus Walks, but he had to fish for singles in order for the album to be put out. But under those constraints, he was able to get more to the point, say more words with less, and deliver impact in 13 tracks than most people do over 3 albums. Contrast that with Twisted Fantasy, the same 13 tracks, but Runaway is 9 minutes, and a lot of it sounds like not enough being left in the cutting room floor. Ironically, I think that people not being satisfied with their work is when they create their best work. There's a limit to this, of course, but those unrelenting compromises to vision are, for most, just indulgences that hurt the product. Every second of a piece of work must earn its keep, and frankly, a lot of ideas without scrutiny or projects without any compromises run into this issue where even the bottom half of ideas make the cut. Runaway doesn't have to be 9 minutes long. Chris Rock shouldn't be able to appear and deliver bad stand-up comedy for 3. Kanye said more in a verse on spaceships than he did in Runaway or Blame Game, where in my view his verses were actually clunky in. Maybe the best thing is constraints. You can never get what you imagine in your head, but the version that you put out with the flaws and cut downs is usually the better product. And creating is bleeding. It naturally feels painful to do anything of that sort, of that creative sort, but you keep doing it because it raises your floor of satisfaction. That's why old people, assuming that they have done things, are generally happier. There's no problem with not doing much in the day-to-day when your happiness coasts on hundreds of glories that you did years past. Those projects, when you set it and forget it, are probably the key ways to sustain happiness, but to get happy, you need to get unhappy in the moment first. And even then, if it fulfills a purpose, discomfort is not the same as unhappiness. Yeah, that's it for me. I'm out. See you another time.